everyone, and welcome to the second episode of Atyantik Connect. In today's episode, we are going to listen to the story of Atyantik and how it became what it is right now. In occasion of our 10th anniversary, yes, 10th anniversary, today we have two special guests, the CTO of Atyantik and the CEO of Atyantik. Let us start the podcast by me introducing you to our guest. First of all, we have the CEO of Atyantik Technologies, Ajay Patel. He has 10 years of experience in leadership role and more than 7 years of experience in the tech role. Now, the next we have Tirth, Bodawala, who is the CTO of Atyantik Technologies. He has more than 15 years of experience in the tech role. So, hello and welcome to the podcast. Thank you so much for giving us your time. So not just me, but many of us as question for you. I have list of them ready with me. So I hope you are ready to dive into that.
Sure.
Okay. So let us start with the first question, which is what is the spark that led to Atyantik?
It's it's very straightforward. What happened is I personally like to work on projects with the freedom to implement anything I want. I worked at IT companies, of course, and I didn't have that freedom. What happened with that is I always had that in the back of my mind. How can I change that? Not just for me, but for everyone. So whenever you're working on something even experimental, and if you want to go production ready with that, how can you do that? That is the main reason and the spark behind Atyantik for me. So in 2013, I registered it as a sole proprietor, and in 2015, Ajay is a ex-colleague of mine, and I always wished he was a girl, so I kept proposing, but that didn't work out. That didn't work out, so thank God that worked out. Otherwise, totally different. So I figured, I can have him as a work wife. And I reached out to Ajay, can we work together on achieving the same thing? But jokes apart, he was also the kind of person who was also innovative all the time, who would experiment with the new technologies. And I wanted someone with me who can balance out the differences that we had. So I reached out to Ajay in 2015 and I asked him, can we make this even bigger? Can we convert this to a private limited? Can we make this the dream come true together? And he had a lot of risk factors for himself. He had a daughter. He just, was in mid of his career, and he took all the risk from earning a lot of amount to going back to zero. And being an entrepreneur is not easy. I had minimum to lose. I was not married. I didn't have the responsibilities. So it was more risk for him, less risk for me. That is how Atyantik started for me. I don't know how it was for Ajay. We never discussed about it, but sure.
Yeah, actually, I always want to take a risk as a developer and implement something new. But I always find with whom I should take a risk and minimize those risk factor. And Tirth was a great colleague with me. So when he proposed, he reached out to me that I'm going to start my own company over here in Bodawala. Then I took those chance and asked him if you are going to start this journey, and I would love to join you as a co-founder and would contribute more into these innovations and this journey. So this is I would say that Tirth is a spark for me.
Nice. So he was a spark for you. Okay. That is a good story. Okay. So let me know the story behind the name Atyantik, which is very unique.
So I can fill this information for you. Actually, I have listened this story from so many times, and when Tirth decided to start this journey as a solo entrepreneur, then he was looking for some name for for company. It should be a unique, and it should be unique enough to buy a domain name basically.
Yeah, a domain name.
That is the reason. He's a Vaishnav, so he recites those daily Yamunastak and all those scriptures. So he was looking for some unique Sanskrit name, and suddenly it came to his name. Oh, Atyantik. That's something new. what the meaning of authentic? Then Google it. Like, okay, authentic means ultimate.
Ultimate.
And that's how authentic come to the picture. Fortunately, initially he has started this journey as a solo entrepreneur. Then I have joined him, and we have started registered it company as a Atyantik Technologies Private Limited. And surprisingly, our initials are starting of Atyantik. A for Ajay, T for Tirth.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what we can say. T also. Oh, very
Yeah.
thoughtful. Yes.
Sanskrit always fascinated me, and
Yeah.
I always wanted it to be something from the mythological scriptures of
We both know
Hindu.
mythology.
So I always wanted that if I have a name, a unique name for something I started. So there were two names in my mind actually. One was Atyantik and the another was Avirat.
Avirat.
I liked both. Avirat, unfortunately the domain name was not available.
Okay.
So we went with Atyantik.
Yeah.
It is a bit difficult to pronounce, but I guess it works.
That's
Yeah.
fine. We know it. Okay. So, like you both have started as a startup here, right? So, what is the one problem that you faced in the beginning that no one told you about? People gave us so many advice, but what is the problem that suddenly came to your face and you were like, oh, no one warned me about this? Like, what was that problem?
The biggest problem that we faced at the start of the journey, and I think it's a mindset thing. It is more about, nobody tells you this, but you always try to find people who are as excellent as you, right? And that is not how an organization works. So we were stuck in a loop where we were unable to find people who would contribute. Now everyone has their own different pace,
Yes.
okay? And everyone has their own unique skill as well. So if you try to find people just like you won't succeed.
Yes.
Many people try to do the same. Nobody told us about it. We were stuck in it for 2 years, I guess. And then we just realized, like, this is not how it should be. Each and every one is unique in their own way. We, as the leader, have to figure out how we can utilize their skill set to the best of the product outcome, of the project outcome.
Yes, that is true. It's very hard to find, like, I want this and you don't get that all the
Yeah,
time.
actually,
You have to work.
initially we struggle a lot when it comes to we hire some people, and if they don't code according to our expectation, then we get frustrated. But again, that is
That was the challenge.
yeah.
We are developer by heart, and we
So-
always wanted someone who can develop the best.
Yeah.
So, is there anyone that has taught you something from your team? Like, is there any team member that has taught you something new?
Oh, I mean everyone.
Okay.
Why we are hiring over here? Like that's the only sole reason. Like we should be learning from anyone,
Okay.
and age should not be the restriction over here. Like we can learn from 5 years old kid now, right?
Yes,
my,
yes.
my daughter is 11 years old. I'm still learning from her,
Yeah.
and so we hire people from whom we are learning. So we have so many stories with us. Like I mean, I cannot recite a particular one, but there are so many stories that we have learned so many things from everyone over here.
And the best part is we inspire everyone to learn something new and teach us that. That was one of the reasons why we established Atyantik. So we have to do less research. We can focus on the code. People can do research and tell us this is new, so we can experiment around it. We want it to be chillaxed.
Chillax, yeah, chillax. Okay. So let's just say that you go back in time, and what would be the one advice that you would give to your 2015 self?
That's he knows exactly what he wanted from the very start.
Yeah, actually, we both are tech entrepreneurs, so we always focus more on a tech. We never focus, we haven't given more preference to the sales part. So that is the advice I would, and myself and Tirth also, that one of us either should be focused more on sales, so we can achieve, we will be more bigger in 2025.
Yes.
If I have to go back to 25, the only short thing that I would change is establish a sales team from the very start.
Yes. Initially, we don't have a fund, but that is the.
I think that is where we should have started, but it's
Yeah.
potato. It's
Yeah.
just working fine for us.
Yeah,
Agreed,
it
agreed.
has been okay. Yeah, that is fine. We like we get learn these things in marketing. Like we should always do marketing first and then establish something.
We
So
have
do you
reverse
agree
story.
on that
No,
part?
we have different
Different
stories
story.
over
Okay.
here. We have been in this industry from last 10 years
10
at
years.
Atyantik Technologies,
Mhm.
and some of our clients are with us from last 10 years. So
Yeah.
that's an achievement for us. And whatever the new client we have onboarded into Atyantik, they are all the mouth publicity based. We haven't run any single campaign, email campaign.
Mhm.
We haven't set up our own CRM also, but still we are surviving and we are thriving in this market. So yeah.
Like,
We created open source projects, and that is where our clientele came from. The very first client that we got was not from the sales, but was from the empathy to help. So in LinkedIn, Doug, is
Doug,
another guy.
yeah, Doug.
You know, Ajay just helped him out regarding a query that he had,
Hmm.
and then Doug reached out to Ajay, like, can you guys do this project for me instead?
Yeah.
And then it was pure help. We were not expecting anything in return,
Hmm.
and it came out as the best long-term project I think they can have.
Yeah.
So it was just our mindset that led us to more customers and the growth of Atyantik.
Hmm. Doug has also told this story in other podcast that we did.
Yeah.
You can also watch it. So let's say that when you think about Atyantik's future, you have many more perspective, you have many more dreams. But what is the one thing that excites you the most? Like, this is something that I am willing to do, and this is something that I want to do.
Yeah, this is the right person to answer this question. Yeah, Tirth.
So I always envisioned Atyantik as a research company rather than a service provider company or as a product-based company. I wanted more to be a research company and want to establish Atyantik labs at the end of the day. So where all kind of research, web or embedded devices or anything, IoT, AI, all kind of research that goes to the core of it, that brings out the essence of the technology that we are using right now, is there in the right place. So whenever somebody requests for the most optimized solution, we can provide it. So that is where we will need it.
Atyantik Labs.
Atyantik
Yeah,
Labs.
Atyantik Labs.
Oh, nice. So with this, so what would be like the one dream product or service that you would like to build?
Tirth has one. I have different ones. So yeah,
you can both
Tirth.
share.
The one that I want to build is an after-death management system. It's typical, you don't know about it, right? It's kind of a product. It's just a rough product, a rough idea as of now. But I want to leave messages. You have watched Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, right?
Yeah.
There are letters that she
that-
opens
Oh,
from her mother, right?
Yeah.
But nobody is that disciplined in their life. They will read all the letters at the same time. I want to create a product where you would receive the voice of your parents if they are non-existent in the future. So you can leave a message for your child or your parents if something happens to you tomorrow.
Okay, like hello my kids diaries.
Hello, my kids' diaries. And the benefit of this is it is not just that. It can be used at journalism. It can be used for encryption. And the part that I'm looking forward for this product is the encryption part. And the data is not visible to anyone, not even the servers. It is only on their local, and they would do it via Fidoki or something. So I'm looking on that. I'm working on a product in parallel while we discuss this.
We should just put a pattern on it right now. So going further, what is the one thing that Atyantik never compromises on? Like whatever has happened out there, however the bigger the challenges, but this is something that we want to deliver, or this is staying there.
The answer of CEO would be different than of the CTO.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll let him answer first.
Let
I'll
us
go
hear
next.
both the perspectives.
From my perspective, client satisfaction matters the most. Like whatever we develop, whatever we deliver, at the end, client should be happy. So yeah, compromising everything else, but client satisfaction should be at the highest priority.
That's what makes us a company.
Yeah.
For me, I like the culture of Atyantik.
Yeah.
So when we say culture of Atyantik, it is the ever-growing mindset and the collaborative genius. Like we are all working together to solve a problem. I would never compromise on that. The code quality can go bit up and down, but it should be around 95 to 85 between that, not more than that. So that is something that I would never compromise on.
Yes.
And the best moment of my life when I am at the company is people working together to solve a problem where we are not involved and they are coming up with a solution better that I had in my mind. It's the most prideful moment that I have. So I would never ever compromise on that. They should have the freedom to do that brainstorming, that discussion, and going back and forth and revamping everything in their mind. That is, I would not compromise on.
Yes, so like both of the perspective we can meet is like a customer is a hero, so we have to deliver them what we want, and also one who produced the product, they should be also happy and the outcome will be.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So let's just say that when you are building a startup and when you are having a nice culture and also customer satisfaction, we all have set of rules that this is what we are supposed to do, what we are supposed to not, or some generalized rules that we follow. But what was the one rule that you broke? Like, this is the social thing that everyone follows, but this is not what I want to follow. So what is the rule that you broke and it actually worked out right now?
I think it is contradictory a bit. We say that we wanted to have a sales team, but we focused more on tech. So most companies, they follow the rule to have the sales team. We as a company focused on contributing back to the community. That helped us grow.
Yes.
Right? So it is debatable and contradictory. We want to have a sales team, but we also wanted to contribute to the back to the community. So we broke the rule of not having a sales team at all till this particular point, and still grow with a great culture.
Yeah.
But because of everything that we have gotten client from like word of mouth publicity, which shows so much about us, about our client satisfaction and everything, that we don't have to make a push strategy. We have a pull strategy.
Yeah,
that
actually,
customer
we can
comes
say
to
that
us.
like we have a pull strategy.
Okay. So this were like more in-depth question answers. Now let's just play something fun, which is like a rapid fire.
Yeah, sure.
This will be more creative, so brace your minds.
Yeah.
Okay, so let us start with the rapid fire. Okay, whoever can answer first, which is fine. What if Atyantik was a movie? What genre it would be?
Anyway.
Of course, we can say it. One thing that is always on your desk.
My
My laptop.
My phone and laptop. A place that you would love to open an Atyantik office at.
Cafe.
Goa.
Okay, Goa cafe. Okay. What is the app you first open in the morning?
LinkedIn.
I go with mails.
Okay.
Outlook.
Okay. Which office item has survived all the 10 years?
I guess.
Item. I think it.
So there is one computer that I bought.
Oh yeah.
There is one computer that I bought in 2013.
13.
I guess.
13.
No, not even before
14.
that. 2010 approximately.
Oh, 15.
It is still functional, and it is there at Atyantik.
Oh, wow.
We are going to frame it.
Yeah. Even still functioning. So yeah.
Okay. What is your most used phrase during a meeting?
In an ideal world.
Ideal.
That's my phrase. I know about Ajay, but I'll let
Yeah, you can say it. You can say it because I never.
Ajay's favorite thing is things.
Things. Yeah, things is my favorite.
A tech trend you are tired of hearing about.
AI.
Of course. Yeah.
Of course, we are tired of
So,
it.
last but not the least, Atyantik in one word today.
Delivering excellence.
Ultimate.
Actually, our first tagline was ultimate technology maniacs, but
Atyantik itself means
Ultimate.
Atyantika.
Atyantika.
Atyantika in Sanskrit, like Ram, Rama.
Hmm.
So Atyantik, Atyantika. Atyantika is ultimate.
Okay.
So Atyantik means ultimate.
Okay. Anything you want to share? Anything more that you're like wanting to share at this moment? Anything?
We are improving ourselves. We are learning from this journey. We have learned a lot and we'll keep learning. But this is not going to stop us in any way. Even if there is a pushback, there will be a longer leap forward. So Atyantik, the ultimate, will always reach to the new heights, and we will make it possible, even if we exist or we don't. So that's the message I want to convey.
10 years is going to complete on this 29th of June, but it still feels like we have started this organization
Just started.
just yesterday. And, there are so many memories.
Every day is a new day.
Yeah.
With new challenges.
Yeah. So
Good problems, bad
yeah,
problems, all
or
together.
having no problems, or having so many problems. So yeah.
Okay, so it was great having you both. I
Thank
hope
you.
you had fun.
Yeah.
And
It was a fun for us.
so thank you so
Okay.
much for being
Thank you.
here, and hope you have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ritik.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye
you.
everyone.
Bye.
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as we liked by shooting it. Subscribe to our channel for more, or follow Atyantik for more, and see you next time. This is your host Hetri Soni signing off.